Right people, so it's currently winter in UK, which means it's extremely cold right now and it gets dark way too early to film a vlog, so I'm just going to be showing you on how to set up a project. So open up your file explorer or wherever you have your footage. So I recommend that you actually edit off an external hard drive or external SSD. SSDs are a lot better, but I can't afford an SSD right now, which I'll be upgrading to in the future. Just go down to wherever you have your footage. So this is how I set up Jack's Edit. I named it clips, editing, exports. So whatever you have your exports or renders, music, sound design or sound effects, whatever you want to name it, and then thumbnails. If you filmed in multiple skate parks, it gets kind of complex, so this is how I set up mine. At the top I named it B-roll. This is A-roll right now, and B-roll is basically whatever footage that you put over, so it could be like your meme, any other footage that you have, all that, so it's just over the A-roll. Base, Billingshurst, I named it Billy because it's just short and sweet. Burgess Hill, which is actually a really good skate park. Crawley, Haywoods, which me and Jack filmed twice at. Lewis, South Bank, which is when me and Jack went up to London to ride South Bank. And then West Chilternton, which is my local skate park right now because Billingshurst got knocked down. And then when you go into editing, I personally like to put dates and then version for when ever take a break. So I recommend that you do this whenever you go into the toilet, whenever your software crashes, if it does, and save it as like date and version you were doing. So if it's like V1, V2, V3, V4, whatever version you were doing, if you're doing a long edit day, which I've done before and it's a pain in the ass. So for me, this is how I put my exports. So I like to put a final, just final projects, color graded, sound mixed, everything. When I'm mixing my audio, I like to do it in Audition. Mixing the different softwares, just put like different softwares or whatever software that you are using in a mixing folder. So after that, I put a mix folder, so when everything is mixed, I've just put all my stuff in here. And then like my previews, when someone has asked if I'm testing, like if it's very clicky, doing like a test with color grade or something. And then I'll do one that is just completely just ungraded final edit. Music, I've done like all my epidemic sound when I was testing music as well. And then like my sound design, which is just like all my sound design files. And then when I've done like all my Foley, which I need to actually record again. And thumbnails as well, when I've done like edited photos or just my final thumbnail. So that's what I would do when I'm actually organising my footage. It's probably not the professional way, but this is how I do it. A few professional tips that I would actually recommend is actually learning your keyboard shortcuts or hotkeys. You do not want to be using your mouse for every single thing on the timeline. That is extremely slow. I've done it in the past. Do not use the defaults, change them to like one side, like the right side or the left side of the keyboard, and make sure you use Control, Alt and Shift. Go and figure out every single task on the timeline. Pay for a few courses if you actually want to take this seriously as well. I'm thinking about paying for a few myself. Do research. Remember, before you even buy anything or look into anything, just do your research and try and find what would work to you. If you enjoyed this video, just make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your uncle, share with your cat, share with your dog, or doing all that. And yeah, peace out people.